Morning, morning, morning. So, here we are. Um, it's Sunday morning. It's 8 o'clock. We're gonna prep some Curse of Strahd. It's kind of early to prep Curse of Strahd, right? It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. And our game isn't until 10. So a little bit earlier than normal for a Sunday morning. I wanted to make sure I got this stuff done. So, like, if I get it done, I might end the stream early and do something else for a little while before the game. Um, basically, we use Venios maps for this campaign. They're phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Hashtag not sponsored. But when he updated to the new version of Argon of Assault, yeah, he updated the new version of it. He created these, like, new handouts, right? But the new handouts, did not work because I imported only the maps and not the maps and the journals. So I set up a test in another game. There we go. So every time there is a handout, I'm supposed to be able to click on it and have it open the handout, right? If you import it properly. But of course, for the first group that came here, I didn't do that. So when I go over here to these assholes, they got all these handouts, and none of them work. None of them work. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete all these imported scenes for Argon of Assault, and we're going to delete all of the old journals for Argon of Assault. We're going to re-import using Moulinet, which is a pretty good app, a pretty good mod for Foundry. So let's go ahead and eat some Cheerios and do that. It's going to take a while, so we'll probably look over our notes while that runs in the background. Okay. Step 1. Doesn't seem like they're going to the Abbey anytime soon. I'm going to delete that. That'll help us out tremendously. So let's see. I think I chose delete all, so maybe it's just going kind of slow. Go here. Delete all. Alright. I guess it didn't take, so we'll delete Abbey of St. Markovia. We'll delete Crystal Caves. I think they need all these other locations, unfortunately. So the map will continue to be bloated. We could probably get rid of guest quarters. I don't think we're going to need those. If we get rid of them, we'll definitely need them. Alright. Yeah. Good. Okay. So now we go over to our journals. And we go to Curse of Strahd, we go to Argon of Assault, we do with Moulinet. It is, how do I put this? It's a Patreon pimp, probably the easiest way to describe it. So you have Patreon, and you support creators, and maybe those creators create content for Foundry. You follow me, right? So you already follow people on Patreon, you already give people on Patreon money, and those people on Patreon happen to make Foundry content. Okay. So what Moulinet does is he gathers up all those people, and then he writes code that automatically grabs their stuff, bundles it up for Foundry, stores it in a database, and then imports it into your world automatically. So you don't have to go to all the different content creators that you follow, figure out how to get their stuff into Foundry. Now, if you're hosting Foundry locally, it's not as hard. But if you're on the Forge, it could be a real hassle to get stuff onto the Forge. And Moulinet, he basically is the middleman for all that. And he does want $5 a month for his Patreon pimping services. therefore, since I want to actively support the map maker while I use the maps to run my campaign, and I need Moulinet to import the maps, I spend minimum $15 a month just to maintain my Moulinet and my Benios Maps subscriptions. Oof, ate my Cheerios while talking, got hiccups. Alright, so to activate Moulinet, I would click on this hammer, but it doesn't seem to be working. Alright, so let me go to a different map. Hey, it's working now. Beats me. We're gonna go to import scenes, and it says I need to authenticate. So if I click on this link, maybe. Okay, there it is. Sign in with my Patreon, and then we hit allow, and then it says we're successfully logged in. All right, great. So what I'll do after I've logged in is I always like to reload the data, because then it goes and it grabs the newest versions of everything, and it grabs the stuff I should have access to as a paid client. And then I will go to Moulinet Scenes, and you can see they have 4,883 content creators that they're pimping, that they're big pimping. We only use it for Benios Maps. Now, we could use it for lots of other things, but I only use it for Benios Maps. Alright, and then we're going to look for Argon. There we go. We want the new Argon Vassalt, not the old Argon Vassalt. And we don't want 4K, because that would take 100 years to load. So I'm going to go here. If we scroll further down, we see that they got an old version. We don't want the old version, we want the new version. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to import the scene. When I import the scene, it will say, you want me to bring everything in? And this is how we're going to make sure that we get our journal entries. So I'm going to say yes. And again, why did we do this once before, customize the maps, and then have them available in all 3 Curse of Strahd worlds? That is because we did everything on our test server, and then when we duplicated the test server and cloned it 3 times, those connections remained. Those connections stayed with us. So by mid-campaign, adding a revised map pack to a single world, we didn't export to our compendium all of the linked assets in the scene, and that's why Argon Vassalt was broken. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and grab our Curse of Strahd notes and see what's happening in the world of Curse of Strahd. Alright, I will leave that cooking in the background where we can see it, and then we will work on our notes. Oh baby. Okay, so we got this thing here, the Fane Stains Ladies, Ladies 3, Winestones, and Bound to the Land. So this is the very popular Mandy Mod / Dragna Carta fan content DLC mashup. Now, this is the stuff that I was told in equal measure to avoid if you don't want content bloat, but to add if you quote-unquote want the campaign to make sense. At the end of the day, I ignored the Fanes content until I had completely prepped the core raw adventure, at which point I agreed that it didn't make any sense, like all Wizards of the Coast adventures, because they're so fucking badly written. Now, with this fan content of the Fanes, it all started to make sense. Alright. Let's see. So, Strahd, Fane Mechanics, and Strahd Corrupted the Land. Each one gives a concrete continual benefit. So we got all this sorted out the other day. And then the history of the land. The land was once known as Delmore, and before that, Sarunos. I don't know why I can't commit these fucking words to memory, but I have a lot of trouble remembering the original name of Ravenloft. I didn't do very good in geography either, so I guess that makes sense. It says there's standing stones in these 3 locations. And then explains bound to the land. He ignores all of his vampire weaknesses. So I should actually move that further up. Let's see. There we go. To pretty much the beginning. Alright. And then, let's see. History. Standing stones. Blood offering. The blood of 4 sacred beasts must be burned at each megalith to start the ritual. And I think I have the animals in here somewhere, but I'll add them again. They are moose, fish, bear, and bird, which is the rock. Alright. Rituals of Unbinding. Ancient ritual of unbinding known only to Kavani Elder at... Alright, so we should put a Kavani Elder named... and then we'll put the Ancient. And I think I have this man in here. Elder Skenis, Svarog, Mordakov, Bonnie, Kavani, Ula. Alright. Where the fuck is this guy? Alright. Let me search him in my other game real quick. Alright. Elder Brain. Elder Tempest. Elder Druid. Elder Brain Dragon. Astrape. Bronte. Darkling Elder. That's not helping me. Did I not put this fucking dude? Alright. Frida, Harold, Dula. Bjorvin. Alright. Bjorvin. Okay. So once this is done loading, we'll put Bjorvin in there. But you can see it's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit. Named Bjorvin. Who lives in, there we go, Teslinka Pass Village. Beautiful. Alright. Fane of the Forest, the Huntress. Wolf Windmill. Heart of Summer. Alright, we don't need the Strahd benefits because they're somewhere else. Alright. Forest Fane, carry out the ritual. You need the Whinstone, burn the blood. Using only the dagger of the Seeker, a beast of CR5 must be slain within the circle in single combat. As before, one person uses the Whinstone. No, it really was Whinstone. And the ritual to enter the Shadowfell. Nope, that's one word too. Come on, Grammarly. Behave yourself. I'm gonna add it to dictionary. Fuck you. Meanwhile, the remaining allies fight waves of attackers. With the Forest Fane reconsecrated, Strahd loses the benefits of this Fane. The Whinstone shatters. Now a creature of the ritualist choosing gains the benefits granted by the associate Whinstone without needing to use an attunement slot. This benefit this benefit instead. This benefit last? Yeah. Remains? There we go. For as long as they remain in Barovia. Alright. Fate of the Mountains, the Seeker. It's the Raven, Yester Hill, Soul of Winter. Druids have this for the Winter Splinter Initiative. Strahd benefits are listed above. We don't need them twice. Mountain Fane, Seeker, Eagle, Winter. Okay. Hidden Temple inside the Terraced Hill. Small passage in the cliffside back. Formal entrance to Fane hidden below Ritual Circle in center of hill. Alright. Okay. Dagger of the Seeker is in the possession of the Druid Mummy leader Svarog. Okay. To perform the breaking ritual, that's not necessarily true. I'll put an addendum here. In some games, I put the dagger inside the hidden shrine. To perform the breaking ritual, you need burn the blood offering. One person holding the activated blood spear of Kavan enters the Shadowfell and relives the memories of the Afghani people, particularly Kavan. There are one person. There we go. The remainder of the party must fend off a boss rush. Oh, damn. Memories. Peek this document for inspiration. Need 3 max. Boss rush again. Look at this doc for 3 waves of enemies. If things go badly, White Raven will summon the Rock of Mount Gacchus if it has not been slain. And possess it as a guardian. Oh, I already put if the rock is still alive. Well, good thinking, bro. Alright. With the Mountain Fane reconsecrated, Strahd loses the benefits of this Fane. The Windstone shatters. Now a creature with these benefits, remain for as long. Let's see. This benefit remains. There we go. Fane of the Swamps, the Weaver. Essence of Change, powering Baba Lyzaga's hut. When attuned to it, you get Dex, you get Druidcraft, you get Shocking Grasp. You get level 4 Thunderstep. You get advantage to saves against paralysis. Pretty good. Undying. Alright, so all that goes further up in the document. You need a blood offering. The Spindle of the Weaver. Put period. This is located in near the shrine of Drizlash, the nine-eyed spider in the Amber Temple. Cool. The Shutter of the Weaver from the Weaver's Reliquary, which is buried at the center of the circle. A weaving pattern puzzle. And while dealing with endless undead hordes. Look for more information. And then, with the Swamp Fane reconsecrated, Strahd loses the benefits of this Fane. The Windstone shatters. And now a creature, blah, blah, blah. Alright, and then this benefit remains. Alright, excellent. That's the end of the document. So, obviously we need Strahd reacts. Okay. Strahd wants to be freed from his prison. However, he does not want to lose his powers, the only way Strahd would allow the PCs to destroy one or more of the land bindings is if he believed their intention was to help him escape Barovia. Alright. If the PCs are openly against Strahd, or I'll put openly against Strahd, the first time they destroy a binding, Strahd will arrive within 1d4 hours to parlay with the PCs and determine their true intent. If the PCs are willing to assist him in escaping the realm, he will not intervene to let's see if they're going to intervene to prevent the destruction of further bindings. Instead, preparing for the battle and ritual with Vampire. Alright. Strahd is very canny, but also overconfident and a bit mad. PCs who succeed on a DC, what would you say? Strahd's got pretty low wisdom overall. Uh-oh. It looks like it's really upset about importing these things on a busy morning. It just seems like it's stuck. Nope, we're still moving. Let's see. We got official Strahd stat blocks here. Strahd Mimic, Strahd von Zarvich. Okay. He has a very low insight. Aw, buddy. Okay. So, for our notes, switch back here so we can watch Foundry just self-destruct here. See on DC 20, which is so easy for a high-level person, Deception check. Or maybe it should be a DC 15 group. There we go. Deception check. I like that. Group deception check. Convince him this is true. Else, Strahd decides to fight the party if the situation is advantageous to do so. Else, he sends the cold shoulders, the top tiers, let's see, the cold shoulders, with Rahadim, then the top tier vamps and wolves. Then his brides to deal with the party. Alright. Assuming the party survives 3 waves of powerful bosses, Strahd prepares for the inevitable battle against them, preferring to stay in the castle where he has the most advantages. That makes sense. Alright. Don't you think Strahd has been through the situation before with the Fanes and breaking from the land? Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know how that's why if they're willing to help him escape the cycle, he's willing to help them. Or not help them, but not stand in their way. Otherwise, as the cultural redeemed, then the top tier vamps and wolves, and then his brides to deal with the party. Beautiful. Stay in the castle. Alright. Otherwise. Nice. Alright, that's some good shit. Okay. Alright. Okay, parlay with the PCs. So we should put Strahd will reveal his knowledge of Vampire and the Dark Powers, and his discovery of a means to escape. The reason he has not escaped yet is the ritual can only be completed by those from outside the curse, aka outsiders. Alright. The reason he's not escaped yet is that the ritual blah 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 blah, aka outsiders. Man. Alright. That's good. I can see Nightfall convincing Strahd, but Daybreak got them low charisma characters. I don't know why. I don't know why Daybreak just doesn't work with Strahd. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just don't understand why they don't just work with Strahd. Like, Nightfall feels like a very traditional Curse Strahd group compared to Daybreak. Daybreak is they've drank too much Barovian Kool-Aid, you know? I don't know. God, this importer's taking fucking forever. That's okay. These are good notes. These are good notes. Alright. Monsters. Patrons. So this is a whole thing. There is a god of anime in here. So I'm trying to remember which one is the god of anime. We got Fekre, Queen of Poxes, and this was the one that, man, I can't even remember their names anymore. So many people have died. Ugh. Wasn't Matthew? It was Matthew's uncle. Gosh. What was Carsophone's guy that died horribly? And then he exploded in a cancerous pustule. Oh, I'm so tired this morning. Man. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Alright, let's see. So we got Fekre sorted out, but nobody currently works with Fekre. Zrin Hala, the Howling Storm. This is Daniel. I think that Daniel is level 2 in this shit now. So tier 2, Thunder's Roar. You gain the Thunder Wave spell, which you can cast a number of times, including your PB. The use resets on long rest. Transformation Flaw. Marked after continuing use of your skills, your appearance becomes more storm ravaged. After a single use, your skin begins to sag in some places and tighten in others. Your eyes have melted, replaced by orbs of electrical light. After 5 uses, your body resembles a mummified corpse. Oh man, good stuff. Oh, I've been forgetting to do this. Unpredictable energy. Occasionally when you touch an object or being, a jolt of electricity arcs out unpredictably, potentially damaging or stunning them. Whenever you interact with another creature, if you roll a nat 1 on a related check or attack, the target takes 1d8 lightning per your PB. So that would have been good to remember. Alright. This is heading 2. It's in here twice, huh? So we'll take this and put this up here. There we go. We'll get rid of this. Just cleaning up notes while we try to fix this thing in the background. Alright. Zrin Hala is energy, unbound, and possessed of unlimited power. It seeks the skies, where it seeds the clouds with its power, creating deadly storms that, in turn, bless the hateful lands below. With its energy. Left unchecked, Zrin Hala would turn the grounds? Turn the earth? There we go. That sounds better. Into a barren, blasted landscape of ionized dust. Zrin Hala's ambitions, aims to dominate and reshape the world below through its storms and electrical power. It dreams of a realm transformed into an electric wasteland, with every creature under its control eradicated by its fierce tempest. Definitely the person you should be teaming up with. Alright, so the prereqs are Wisdom 13+. I probably don't even need prereqs at this point, because we rolled for stats, and motherfuckers don't have the right stats for any of this stuff. Alright, so we'll put level milestones. There we go. The following are examples of possible level milestones. Sowing chaos with lightning, summoning or escalating storms, transforming lands into wastelands of storms, seeking out places of natural calm and breaking the peace with tempest, betraying allies with unpredictable lightning strikes. He hasn't really done any of that stuff, unfortunately. Tier 1, Transformation Boon, Conduit of Power, Transformation Boon, 1 with lightning, and then Transformation Flaw. There we go. Alright. The Appalling Grasp. No shit. Alright. Let's see. Tier 2. Transformation Boon. Thunder's Roar. You gain the Thunder Wave spell and can cast it number of times equals your PB. The uses reset on a long rest. Okay. Cool. Dismiss. Transformation Flaw. Marked. Okay. So Transformation Flaw would be abandonment of the flesh. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. From now on, track how often you use Shocking Grasp and Thunder Wave. After the continued use of your gift, your appearance becomes more and more storm ravaged. And skeletal. Okay. Skeletal. There we go. After single use, your skin begins to sag in some places and tighten others. 3 uses, your eyes have melted. 5 uses, your body resembles a mummified corpse. 10 uses, your flesh ionizes to dust, leaving you a skeleton. Alright. I feel like that would trigger a transformation? Question mark? Maybe? Should probably have this stuff sorted out, yeah? Let's see. Tier 3. Transformation boon, Storm's Wrath once per day. You can channel the full might of Valhalla to summon lightning bolts from the sky, dealing 8d6 damage to a target. This can also damage objects, potentially setting them ablaze and shattering them. That doesn't seem like a very good ability, to be honest. There we go. Next up is to a single target. Put the DC. We'll put the basic DC. We'll go full Pathfinder. The basic DC for this ability is Dex 20. This can also target objects, potentially some objects. If it does, it deals double damage. Gamma. Potentially setting them ablaze or shattering them. Alright. Wonderful. Let's see. Eric! Ah, thank you. I just glanced over and saw that. Eric. Okay. Are we done? Did we finish the import? That'd be pretty cool if we did. Let's see. Tier 4. Transformation boon, Skeletal Storm. Let's see. Having become a skeletal being, you can now unleash storms from your very form. Once per day, you can cast Chain Lightning, choosing yourself as one of the points of origin. Alright, that's pretty fucking dope. Transformation flaw, Eternal Tempest. Rain lightning and thunder perpetually surrounded you. While it doesn't harm you, it makes stealth nearly impossible, and it can be a detriment to your allies. Transformation boon, skeletal form. Alright, so this almost feels like it needs to be off to the side. So we'll do special tier. Unlocked. There we go. You are undead. You gain resistance to piercing damage, but vulnerable to bludgeoning. You are immune to exhaustion. However, being reduced to 0 points means death. Okay. Hype. Alright, you gain all of the normal undead resistances. Per the skeleton. Oh. Skeleton actually has a pretty shitty stat block. You are undead. Resistance, blah, blah, blah. Alright, cool. So, let's jump back in. Complete. Okay, it was a struggle, but we got there in the end. Alright, let's go ahead and delete Winery Road. We don't need this shit anymore. And then we're going to head over to Argynvostholt. We got this lovely intro. Should have probably played this video for them. I'll play at the beginning of the session, I guess. It's not playing a video. That sucks. Do you think it's loading the video? Or did it not import the video? That would be rough. Okay. What about Intro to Throne Room? Nope. Nope, not playing that either. That's unfortunate. Alright. Let's go to a map. Let's see if if this shit's working now. Alright, there's a video link. Church balcony handout. Hey, it's working. It's working. Alright, sweet. That do mean we gotta go back through and replace all these fucking actors as needed. Which is a bit of a chore, but not the end of the world. Alright, so these guys are deadzos. There's spooks over there would be deadzos. Ugh, big spiders over here. At this level, I mean, giant spider might get off a crit, but like, I think they'll be fine. They are so strong, y'all. Like, so strong. You don't even know how strong they are. It's crazy. Without magic. Without magic. Just further proof that 5e is fucking bananas. Alright. Living fire. We go. Yeah. Alright. Get rid of that. And Savid. I decided to drop Savid. They took too long to get here, and there's enough NPCs already. So I just don't feel like introducing any more NPCs at this point in the campaign. So I just wrote them out of the script. If this had been one of the earlier places they came to, sure. They could have had a cool Dusk Elf ally, but I ain't gonna worry about it, you know? Alright. Hide this dude. Cool. Excellent. So we could bring the party, plop them back in here. Let's do that. Active party. Paladin test. Delete. Daniel, Darius, Esmeralda, Irenia, Isabella, Shane, Tiernan, and Zulika. So where's Anna? Oh, my monitor just had a heart attack. That's weird. Alright, so Anna Anderson. We're going to go here, and we will add Irene. Okay. There we go. Alright, excellent. I think that's their whole fucking team. It's a big fucking team. Alright, drop this in. So, I think part of the issue we're running into, is, oh, dogs should be here too, right? Let's see. She wolfed out, so all her clothes got ruined. She just kind of has to stay a werewolf for a while. So, companion system has been pretty good. This is where my group's cleric died. They did an explore by themselves in clanking armor, upset some revenants, and died before they could react, since revenants kind of don't stop stabbing. Yeah, we almost lost a guy last week to revenants, but now they're talking to Godfrey or whatever, because I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like watching them fight forever. So yeah, that's why I was like, fuck it. Let's get this over with, kind of deal. I feel kind of bad because I don't really enjoy like 5e combat anymore. And so like it's real hard to keep running all these combats in a very combat heavy system. So I'm like, all right, this is what it's like fighting revenants. And done. Okay, here's a quest so that you don't have to fight revenants anymore. Get your shit together. And I tried to like put them on a fast track, but I'm trying to put them on some kind of track because this is like the least focused party, I think. Oh, yeah. Now that you say that, you remind me of what I wanted to work on. Thanks. Now that I fixed these maps. That is Argynvostholt, Guardian of the Temple Pass. That's what I want to work on right here. So I have this spooky dragon that I've been working on that has Argynvostholt's skull. So let's go over to Snowy Pass or something. Let me see. Could have sworn I had a good Snowy Pass map. Maybe it was on my Twitter. Man, remember when like Twitter was like real people and not just bots? That was cool. I miss Twitter. Sorry to get all depressed on you guys. Let's see. This one I like saved a map that I wanted to use. Was it Darkest Maps? Let me check. Darkest Maps got some good shit. Okay, so Dangerous Pass, pretty good. Could definitely use Dangerous Pass. It don't got that 3D vibe, though. You know what I'm saying? And then Rakdos Maps is pretty good, too. Oops. Putting all my chats up there? Jeez. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Rakdos Maps. Rakdos makes a lot of maps that I would want to use for Outlaws, TBH. They do some great, like, city maps and stuff. I mean, we could make a mountain pass map to fight Argynvostholt on. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they're going to fight Argynvostholt anytime soon, but maybe. Maybe if they hear about him, they're just going to go get his skull, like, right away. Let's see. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing a good, like, pseudo 3D mountain pass, which is kind of what I want. That's a shame. Let's see. Spooky. Fancy City. Oh, wait. Wait. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, it's 32 by 56. Oh, yeah. My bad. He is just called Argynvost. You're right. Let's see. Alright, we're going to put Snowy Pass. And it is 32 by 56. Great. Alright. So we'll go back in here. And... Do I want to add some borders for this? Probably. Alright, we'll go ahead and open it up in Photoshop. Okay. Image. Nope, not canvas size. Image size. Alright. It's got to be 3200 by 5600. Sir, it's off by 1 pixel. I am calling the police. Oh, wait. Resolution should be set to 100. Let's try it again. 5600 by 3200. Okay. Excellent. Alright, then we're going to go to canvas size, and I want to add a margin. So we're going to go with 6,000. Not a big margin, but it gives us something, by 4,000. And it should be black. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, then we're going to save it out as a WebP because that's how they like it. Excellent. Okay. So now, something we could do if we were tryhards, right, is we could make a roof layer out of some of this shit. We could have, like, you go underneath, like, the pillars of ice and stuff as you are exploring the map, which would be pretty cool, but, I mean, shrug. You know what I'm saying? Big shrug. To do that, we would go here. Oops. And then we would grab all of these guys and pull them out. So, to demonstrate. Let's see. Grab this. Like so. This is honestly Paizo's fault because all of the maps you buy from them are set up with really sexy roof layers, and I'm so fucking into that now. And then I made my own for Extra Life last year that had essentially like a wall overlay roof layer, and man, once you have that, it's real hard to be like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. Alright. There we go. Grab this and paste it onto a new layer. Oops, hold on. Yeah. We'll do this. Control J. And that will make an extra one. And then what we could do here is we'll keep going. So, well, now we need to get rid of these now. So I'm going to go like this. And then we will grab some nearby snow and try to get rid of it. Oof, that's a great sound. Thank you. Felt good. Alright, so let's see. Hiding this, we can see that we can go in here and start to kind of remove this. Now, if you are a big cheater, I could go and have AI do it, and I could say, I could ask it to remove ice spikes. But this stuff is still relatively new, so sometimes it knows what it's doing and it does a great job, and then sometimes it just was like, I don't know what you mean, so here's... Okay, that works pretty good. I don't mind add this little butt crack over here, but sure. Yeah, so sometimes it's like really smart and it saves you a ton of time, and sometimes not so much. Now you might notice that there's no longer like a good grid here either, and that is the price you pay, sadly. The grid, fortunately, on this map is pretty light anyways, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, I would repeat that over and over and over again on the map, and then I would set that layer to overlay. So when people walk here, they would be underneath the spikes. But if, like, Argynvost was flying above, he would be above it, which is pretty cool. And then you would just kind of rinse and repeat that wherever necessary. I think it's a ton of work, but it is an encounter that I can't imagine wouldn't be done by all my groups. So it might be worth our time to go and add that in. We already did one section, so we could do more. But that's basically the idea, is that you would go and remove those things, and then they would go into a different layer. People can go behind them. Like over here, you can make it so that people could go underneath this part or on top of this part, which would be pretty dope, but we don't have to have that. Anyways, so that's how that would work. I'm not going to bother because I'm super lazy. So let's go to create a scene. And this is going to be Snow Pass. And we'll just put it in the main folder for now. And let's see. We're going to go and grab the background image. And it would be not an actor, but a scene. So maps. And I'll just put it in the main folder because we don't have a lot of custom maps for this campaign. Here we go. Notice that despite being 100 resolution, 60 by 40, it's less than 2 megs big. That's the power of WebP. Like, if you want your games to run well, that's what you need to do. Okay. So now we go over to Snow Pass. Hey, fuck yeah. Looking good. Alright. And we'll go and add a square wall around everything. Perfecto. Now, we could do stuff like go in and add height and elevation and all that, and we probably should. Probably should at least add, like, an invisible wall that says, like, you can't go here. Let's see. Turn off snap. Hate that new feature. Hate this, like, fly out with instructions. There's got to be a way to turn that off, you would assume. Alright. Go here and just kind of draw along the base. Got to figure out where that base is. This is, again, where if I was being a tryhard, I could remove this ice and make it so that you could be underneath this ice or on top of this ice. And the more I think about it, the more I want to do it. But maybe I'll do it this week. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, you can kind of have it go in here like this. Yeah. There we go. So now the reason I did terrain wall instead of Inviso wall is in case I decided to add another terrain wall somewhere to make it even harder to see up there, right? So you can see how this is a forced, like, down perspective, right? So there's the wall that you would climb, but then up here is obviously the flat part of the wall. So I might do something like this, where I think the actual flat part of the wall is, and then have another wall there, meaning that it's harder to see up there because of that, if that makes sense. Overall, that's cool and stuff. Not really necessary, but cool. And then you kind of wrap this around to there. And then you could set, like, heights for it, right? So maybe you can't see through it unless you're up on this ledge. And then we decide that this ledge is, I don't know, say 50 feet up, 40 feet up. 40 feet sounds good. There we go. And then this section right here, just this one section, we might want to make 40, or we might want to drag this over here. And we might want to drag this over there. There we go. And perfect. Then we go through and grab this and make that 40 as well. So now, unless somebody is up really high, they're not going to be able to see what's going on. And then we could sort of add this as well right here. But if they were flying, or if they got up on that ledge, they would be able to see what's up on that ledge. But you could say that it's just too high for them to see what's up on the ledge. Players hate outdoor maps where they can't see everything. And I'm not advocating doing things that your players will hate, but hear me out. Hear me out. Things that your players hate are often, they hate it because it's adding challenge, or it makes them scared. And in a campaign like this, challenge plus scared is very good. Alright, so here's Argynvost not Halt, because Halt means castle. My bad. Let me delete that shit. Okay. So, I have made him a Ghost Dracolich, because why not? He's CR 17. He's a huge creature, and he is both a dragon and an undead. They don't allow dual type Pokemon, so I'm gonna do undead, ghost, comma, dragon. There we go. And lawful evil. Yeah, that makes sense. He was lawful good in life. We'll make him lawful evil now. Where's this shit coming from? Is he from the desert? No, he's not from the desert. I'll just get rid of that. Let's see. Don't remember how I changed that out. Huh? No? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Alright, so here's how it works. He is going to be a Paragon monster with Paragon defenses, and he is going to have a weakness, which is his skull. So if you want to not fight this guy, his skull only has an AC of 10, a hardness of 5, it's got 100 hit points. But if you destroy it, you destroy him. Looking at the art, did I get... Yes, yes. So the skull is the focal point of the ghost. But also notice the ghost is made out of all these people who have either served him in life and just can't be revenants anymore, or have tried to fight him and lost. So this guy, this creature, he has a perpetual spirit guardians. So he's got a perpetual spirit guardians on, which is pretty fucking cool. It's called Cloak of Souls. The Guardian is under the constant effect of a Spirit Guardian spell. The Guardian's body counts as part of the spell's area of effect, and it does not require concentration. A successful DC 13 Dispel Magic can deactivate the effect for 1d4 rounds. So he actually has, like, Spirit Guardians on him. Let's see. Spirit Guardians Aura. Let's see. Why don't you activate? I'm so sad. Let's see. Is anybody logged in? They're not. There we go. Alright. I don't like how small it is, though. Like, the fuck, guys? 15-foot radius from what? His heart? It's 15 feet radius out of the fucking miniature, yo. So let's see. We'll give him an aura to show just how far out this shit goes. There we go. 15 feet. I was thinking about it. Hey, there we go. So I wonder then... how I can hack this aura to be bigger. I don't even see where it's being triggered from. Let's turn that off. How does one toggle the aura off again? Oh, that's just making it worse. Oh my god. It's not like an effect on him. Oh my god, do I just have to delete him? Let's see, clear token? Nope. Oh well. I guess he's just got this forever. Anyways, it does look kind of cool though. So his thing is, yeah, he's gonna be flying around. He real mad. I'll give him this to make him more spooky. I got the slime thing. And then we'll make him flying as well. Let's see. There we go. Should probably clear all this out of chat, though. Alright. Yeah, so let's go through what he's got. Spectral Swarm. So what Spectral Swarm is? All right. The Guardian lashes out with a limb composed of tormented souls. Yeah. This is a melee attack with a 15-foot reach. It deals necrotic and psychic damage. Cool. Alright, so we go over here and we'll do the range to be 15 feet. And then it does necrotic and psychic damage. Wonderful. Alright. Core data. Icons. Magic. Unholy. Oh, perfect. Look at that spooky dragon claw. Fantastic. Alright, and he's got Withering Bite. Con save or necrotic damage from this attack reduces a creature's max HP. If this reduces the max HP to 0, the creature dies, rises as a specter, and becomes part of the Dracolich, granting it 10 HP per hit die that remained when the creature died. Unlikely this ability will ever occur, but it is pretty cool. Alright, so then we've got his numerous breath weapons. So his first breath weapon is Silver Dragon breath weapon. It is a 90-foot Constitution-based blast of 12d8 cold damage. Fun times. I want to add an after effect to this. So, creatures failing by 5 or more are also restrained by ice. The ice can be removed with a strength ability check. DC. This guy's DCs are actually pretty low for such a big ass boss, 20. Or the application of 5 or more fire damage to the trapped creature. Perfect. Alright. And then he's got Detect, which is whatever. Etherealness. The Ghost Dragon enters the ethereal plane from the material plane or vice versa. If it is visible in the material plane while it is in the border ethereal and vice versa, yet it can't affect or be affected by anything on the other plane. Frightful Presence. It's just, Frightful Presence, but what we will add here is, let's see, 5e, Frightful Presence. Alright, let's grab this. Notepad. Paste. Copy. Paste. Alright. Each creature of the dragon's choice that is within 100 feet or aware of it must succeed on a DC 20 wisdom saving throw or become frightened. Fuck. Frightened 6? Oh my god. Frightened 6 for 1 minute. Okay. Creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Well, let's see. Reducing the frightened effect by an additional step. Okay. Let's see. If a creature's saving throw is successful, it is immune to that dragon's spectral presence for the next 24 hours. Okay. If a creature fails by 5 or more, it is also paralyzed as long as it has fear counters remaining. Whew. That sucks. Alright. Okay. So then we got its multi-attack. Alright. The Dracolich uses Frightful Presence, then it makes 3 attacks. 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. Alright, so in this case, the Dracolich uses its Frightful Presence. It then makes 2 attacks. 1 Spectral Swarm and 1 Withering Bite. Alright. Cool. I guess we can get rid of these other Spirit Guardians too. Alright, cool. So let's see. 3d8 necrotic. Alright, so we're going to make an entry for him just called Spirit Damage. There we go. And this is going to be a saving throw. And it will be against his spellcasting DC, Wisdom, and it will be 3d8 necrotic. Cool. Keeping it simple. Alright. Excellent. Then we've got, let's see, Nightmare Breath. Okay. So Nightmare Breath, we gotta get rid of all this. The Nightmare Breath, recharge 5 or 6. The dragon exhales a cloud of souls in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 6d10 psychic damage and is maddened for 1 minute, lingering. On a success, the creature takes half as much damage with no additional effects. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Is there one of someone going crazy? Yeah, this one looks good. Alright, then we got Terrifying Breath, which feels like redundancy on top of its other ability. Terrifying Breath, the Ghost Dragon exhales Shadowy Mist. Each creature in that area must con save or take necrotic damage and be frightened for 1 minute. I don't really like that. So we will put Clinging Shadows. And we'll have this breath weapon restore on a 6 or higher. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we would do with this thing. The Ghost Dragon exhales Shadowy Mist in a 90-foot cone. Each creature in the area must con save 20. On a failed save, the creature takes 9d8 necrotic damage and is slowed. Lingering. There we go. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much and isn't slowed. Alright, I'm going to put creatures who fail by 5 or more are also blinded as long as they are slowed. Alright. Excellent. If a creature's saving throw is successful, or the effect ends for it, the creature is immune to this Ghost Dragon's Clinging Shadows for the next 24 hours. See, I don't know about all that, because, like, it recharges on the 6. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have fun. Alright, so let me go over here, make sure it's doing 98 necrotic with spellcasting Constitution. There we go. Nice. Alright. We could do Strength, because the shadows are clinging to you and slowing you down. That'd be pretty cool. A Strength-based breath weapon saving throw. That'd be kind of neat. Also very punishing, because a lot of my groups have no fucking strength. So let's do that. Alright. Clinging Shadows, the breath weapon. Go with this. This is fine. Nope, it didn't change. Alright, how about... Let's try again. Hey, there we go. Okay. Clean shadows, cold breath, nightmare breath. Okay. So, Cloak of Souls, we already talked about. Paragon actions, incorporeal movement. The Ghost Dragon can move through other creatures and objects if they're difficult terrain. It takes 1d10 force damage if it ends its turn inside an object. Okay. I got a cool idea. If it passes through a creature, the creature must con save DC 20, or have their speed reduced by 10 until the end of their next turn. Undead are immune to this effect. Nice. Alright. So we'll go over here, and action type, saving throw, con save against spellcasting modifier. Good shit. Alright. Magic resistance, oh, magic weapons, obviously, because the thing's made out of fucking force. There we go. Spirit damage, we already covered. Strength immunity, so when bloodied, it becomes immune to necrotic damage. The creature, like all my ghosts, is vulnerable to psychic damage. It is resistant to acid, fire, lightning, necrotic, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing that are not silvered, which is kind of cool because he was a silver dragon. And as an undead ghost dragon, he's immune to charmed, exhausted, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious. As an incorporeal creature, we want him to be able to interact with the world, so I'm going to give him Mage Hand. But also, oh, not the spell magic weapon, magical weapons. There you go. Also telekinesis at will, so that should be pretty dope. So anyways, that's where the skull is at, if you were curious where the skull is at. Now you might say, Crash, it's only got 225 hit points. What are we going to do? They're going to kill it for sure. You are not wrong. I want them to kill this monster. But they're going to be in a big hurry to kill this monster because of its debilitating and massive area of effect damage / crowd control. In a map where they are going to be having a rough time, you might say. Having a rough time. So, overall, I think it'll be okay. We'll turn on some snow. Maybe snowstorm? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. And then we could adjust the lighting on this map. Let's see. Darkness. Ooh, check this out. We're going to make it dark, obviously. And then we will change the lighting on the map to be... Turn off fucking fog explosion. Global illumination? I don't know if I want that, actually. Maybe. I want certain areas to feel very dark, though, so I might do it myself. Alright, where I'm going with this is he should have light. He should make light. So he's already got this set up, so we'll do 40-20. There we go. Yes, and then we'll do flicker. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We could also do ghost lights around him. That'd be cool too. Let's see. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's some good shit right there. Alright. Like that. Like that a lot. Alright. Man, dude dude. Fucking cool as hell. Alright. Hide that. So then, we want some light, but we don't want, like, too much light. So what I'm thinking is some dim lights everywhere. And give them a slightly blue cast. There we go. Alright. So and then we keep the lights away from the cliff, right? Because we don't want. All right, so do that. Pasting lights has gotten so hard. Copy and paste. There you go. Do that. Keep that area a bit shadowy. Paste it down here. And then we'll do one right there. Alright. So if I brought an actor onto this map, who could see, it would be very, very dark down in the pit. And they'd still be able to see up here. Not 100% sold on that, TBH. I think it looks too rough. Go over here, turn attenuation all the way up. See if that changes things. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and delete these. So attenuation changes the drop off of like how hard the light like dies essentially. So grab this dude. It's a little bit softer here at the edges now, but still not great. And they can't see up there, which is awesome. But if they move up here and they're 40 feet up, they will be able to see down, which is cool. Alright. So then the question is, do we want to light this area like old-timey movie so like you can still see that this is a spooky pit, or do we just want to like leave it? So for that, we could go here, grab like a really dark purple, go over here and do shadows. And then have shadows down there. Oh, spooky. Alright. So while they're in here, moving around, look at this dude when he's in the shadows. And then he flies out of the shadows. He leaves all his blood behind. Why do you have blood? Oh, because I was hitting that. Alright. Oh, man. That's cool. So, in the darkness, that's how he looks. Oh, shit. And then he flies out to fight them. Oh, baby. Alright, I'm liking that a lot. That's fucking cool. Whew. Alright, we did it. We're so good at the foundry, I guess. Question mark. So let's see. Gotta get this thing into a compendium for the other games, in case somebody else shows up here first. Alright, so Guardian of the Temple Pass, go in here. And then compendium, go to our scenes. Alright, Snow Pass. Alright, cool. So, on that note, we're done. I'll be back in 30 minutes to run the game. Lexaeus 22 will be streaming it if you want to watch. Otherwise, I will be back tonight to prep some Mythic and run some Mythic. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow for some... You get the idea. Games all the time. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope everybody has a good Sunday. And I will see you next time.